Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Good morning. Okay, let's go. Okay, so it's Thursday, the 27th of October. Let's see what we can find today in the market. Let's see what we can find. So I see a whole lot of you have joined me on Telegram, the Forex channel. A big welcome to you guys. Okay. So yesterday was a brilliant day. We got about 60 pips or so. We were targeting 65 pips, but we got about 60 pips. Just 1 minute, guys. Let me do this. Just 1 minute. Okay. So we're going to be looking at the regular pairs. There are some pairs I normally look at. I'll just go through them now. I mean, starting off with this one, let's start off with USD CAD. It was on USD CAD we got some super trade yesterday. So you can see the trade, we got in there, and that was our target. The price almost hit our target, at least, for some of us, it came just about 2 pips short of hitting the target, about 3 pips, depending on your broker. It pulled back and came back and actually hit it. So if you were in a trade, if you're still in a trade, we did hit our target yesterday, not on the first try, but the second time it came and hit the target. So that was a good one. So let's see what happens today. Let's see what happens today. I'll just go over the different charts one after the other. And you know what, let's mark it up this way. So to buy, we'll be looking for the price, breaking above, that area. So let's mark up other charts and so guys, just bear with me. I would come and begin to explain some things, shortly. I just want to quickly mark up the charts so at least we know where we will be wanting to take trades. The pound has been going up, quite beautifully lately. Well, whether it continues going up, we don't know. I mean, we know there has been a whole lot of issues with the UK government. So, well, yeah, the UK government and UK economy. which obviously has meant that the pound has been taking a beating. The pound has been taking a beating, but we are hoping that things will get better. At least for those of us in the UK, we are hoping that things would indeed get better. So you can see, I usually focus on pound USD, USD CAD, Euro Aussie dollar, gold, and DAX. So those are the ones I focus on. Gold obviously is a metal. The DAX is an index, and the rest of them are currencies. Let's roll, let's roll, let's roll. Now, just in case you're joining us for the first time and you see the way I do things, obviously it is the case that Forex traders do things differently. They do things the way that works best for them. The way I mark up my chart is not the way others mark up theirs. So just if you have to get to know how I trade, what really matters is that we deliver on results. Hey, we just want to win. As a Forex trader, quite unlike crypto arbitrage, which obviously some of you know I'm into now as well. Well, it is the case that with Forex, we lose some, we win some. But obviously you want to win a whole lot more than you lose. Well, you want to win more than you lose, simply put. Whereas in crypto arbitrage, if it's a robot trading for you, it's the case that you might hardly lose. That's the difference. You might hardly lose if it's crypto arbitrage. I mean, the platform I use for trading, I suppose it's about time. I'll leave the link, below as well. So you can join me there, or you could send me a message on Telegram. If you're in the Forex group, send me a private message on Telegram and join me there. Send me a question, send me whatever queries you have, and let's look at it critically. Okay. So we've marked up the areas. We are now going to begin to look at it a bit deeper, a bit more closely, looking at the higher time frames. I have taken, because of my lack of time these days, what I tend to now do is swing trade. Swing trade, and enter trades which I'm going to be in for some days. I'm currently in a trade on DAX, long-term trade. I intend to be there. Well, I'm most likely going to be there for the next couple of days, maybe till next week. Today is already Thursday. So I'm most likely going to be in my DAX trade, a long position, which means I bought. I'm most likely going to be in that trade, for some days till next week at least. And what I then do, in between that is to take counter trades. Let me explain that. Well, okay, let's look at the trade. Let's look at some of the pairs I've marked up first, and then we'll begin to explain some things. So bear with me. We come online. We don't always expect to get trades immediately. It doesn't happen like that all the time, but there are times when it does, and it's good for us. Like yesterday when we came on, we found a trade on USD CAD within 15 minutes, I think, and it went into profit. Those are the kind of trades we want, and I am going to be sharing with you. I'm going to be sharing with you on Sunday evening for those who are VIP members, as well as those who are part of my Afrique arbitrage system. I'm going to be sharing with you I'm going to be sharing with you some of my strategy, well, at least one of my trading strategies, profitable strategy, a strategy that would basically enable you get into trades that have little or no drawdown. Those are the kind of trades we want. All right, fine. This is pound USD. I've not even checked the news for today. My goodness. I've not even checked the news for today. So let's do that now. Let's quickly check the news for today. Look at that. Kanye West is in the news at the moment, isn't he? I was going to say poor him. Everybody seemed to have left him. He said he's lost his celebrity friends. He has, obviously, Adidas have dropped the contract with him, which means he's losing his billionaire status. Lots of other people have, cut him off their deals. I was going to say poor him, but he's still very rich. I mean, according to him some days ago, he said he believes he still has at least $120 million in the bank. That was from his mouth. Forbes say, he's probably worth about 400 million now. He thinks about whatever it is, he's still a mega rich guy. Okay. Anyway, say hello to me, guys. Say hello to me. I'm saying hello to you there in the chat on YouTube. Okay, so let's keep the conversation going. So this is the news calendar for the day, the 27th of October. This is UK time, in case you're looking at that. So later on today, we have some Euro-related news at about 1:15 UK time. Okay, so we'll be mindful of what trades we are on then. And shortly after that, we have some medium impact news relating to USD, US dollar. Okay, so let's see if, like yesterday, we get a trade quickly and we are out of the trade. We're out of the trade, before the news events. For those of you who don't know, news events do tend to impact on the trades you are in. If you are in any trade, they do tend to, not all the time. The red folder events almost definitely do that. Then the brown folder events, the yellow folder events, not so much, but you never can tell. So it's to be mindful of trades you take, even at that time. So let's go back to our chart. Okay. Right here. Okay, so like I said, I mean, the pound has basically been pushing up lately. You can see the 4-hour time frame. On the daily as well, we see, yes, after all this long period of going down, it seemed like it's just broken above the 50-period moving average, which is a good thing. It's always a good sign that the market, could be reversing the opposite direction. And we see right from when it kind of like bottomed around here, it's been pushing up. pull back, and it seemed like it's going to continue a bit more. I mean, people are having a bit of confidence in Rishi Sunak at the moment, the new British Prime Minister, quite unlike when Truss took over. But let's see how long that will last. Regardless of what we see in the economy, that's the fundamental news. The technicals matter. It then plays out. Plays out on what's it called? It then always tends to play out on the charts. So that's why as a trader, you have to be mindful of both what's happening in the economy, because that's the fundamental news, as well as what's happening on the chart. So even as you can see on the chart here, like I just said, the price is now pushing up. It's now gone above the 50-period daily average, which means it's worthy of note that the price might continue up. So ideally, if I'm one of those who goes predominantly with the overall direction of the market, I should be looking to buy only. But for those of you who know me, regardless of the overall direction, I do either buy or sell. I mean, it's just a matter of checking the charts. If you're buying, then you are going to be, you could afford to have a wider stop loss. I could just enter this trade now without thinking much. I could just buy without thinking much and place my stop loss here. That's a wide stop loss though. If you don't have the account size, if you're only trading with a $50 account, $200 account, you don't want to be doing that. But if I could enter there now and have a stop loss of, well, obviously not, surely not. That's crazy. I wouldn't have a stop loss of about 600 pips. But I'm just saying, that, if we go to the 1 hour, for instance, if we go to the 1 hour time frame and I decide to enter the trade here and just buy, I wouldn't just do that anyway, but I'm just, explaining something. If I just bought there, I could afford to have a stop loss here of about 180. That's if I'm sure, having done further analysis, that the price is going to go up. I mean, yes, the price could pull back, but it might not get here. It might not get here. That's not what I'm not saying to do that. Just wait for me to analyze. If you're not quite sure how to trade, wait for me to analyze and at least give you my opinion, so you could then go away with whatever you decide. So anyway, overall, it's an uptrend. Overall, it's an uptrend. It has broken it has broken structure here and there. It's targeting that one now. So where we are at now, from here, we can see it could move up. It could move up another 100 pips maybe. But we want to get in at a precise, as a precise point as much as possible. I have an indicator which I call precision trading. Precision trader indicator. So we want to, I believe in trading in a precise way with precision. Okay, so that's what we're looking at here now. But then if it's going to break, so on the 4 hour time frame, we can see that's the next area of support. So the price could either come down here or go up there. That's just the way it is. Unless there's some news which pushes it way beyond that. So, okay, coming to the 15-minute time frame. Okay. Right here. So coming to the 15-minute time frame, guys. if we had seen this, obviously, it's early morning in the UK. I woke up not too long ago. If I was trading the Asian session, I would have entered the trade here for a sell. That would have been one of my areas going with my strategy. Place my stop loss there about 30. It's giving 25 so far if I had entered there. So that's an area, that we could possibly enter the trade at the second time, anywhere here. So let's mark that. Let's mark it up. Oops, that's not what I want. Let's mark it up. Let's mark it up. So it's close to where I possibly would have entered the trade if I had seen it then. This is the 15-minute time frame. I mean, when I'm day trading, I tend to enter trades on the 15-minute time frame. Most of the time, 90% of the time, pretty much without having to check the overall trend. I know some of you think that's crazy, but hey, it works for me. It's a strategy. My strategy can be taken on any time frame, without you, really having to, have a view of the overall time frame. But that's the way it works. That's my strategy, and it works. Okay. So this is where we are at the moment. The price might be ranging between these two areas for some time, but we'll see. We'll see. That's pound USD. Let's look at USD CAD. Let's look at USD CAD. A lot of traders love to trade GJ because you'll find that, I suppose maybe, just in case you didn't know, the reason why a lot of traders trade GJ, a lot of traders trade GJ, retail traders, because of the traders they have found on YouTube have focused on GJ. So I thought to myself, I'll do something different. Instead of focusing on GJ. GJ, by the way, means pound Japanese yen. I instead love to trade GU, which is pound pound US dollar. Okay. So we're looking for the price breaking above here. And we will take a trade possibly. Let's see. I mean, looking at this now, it is pretty much got some good upside. It's got some good upside potential. Okay. So CAD gave us a good trade yesterday. Seems like it's going to give us another one today. Yesterday we sold. Today is most likely going to be a buy. Let's wait for the close of this candle and see what happens. Let's wait for the close of that candle and see what happens. One thing you don't want to do when trading is to rush. You don't want to rush. Now, feel free, guys, feel free to invite your friends to join us. I'm going to post the link to the Telegram group. That's the Forex Telegram group. I'm going to post it here now, so you could invite your friends to join us if they are traders. Okay, so I've just posted. I mean, if you're watching on YouTube anyway, it's already it's below the video in the description section. But I've also just posted it now in the I've just posted it now in the comment section as well on YouTube. Okay, so that has closed for us. We want to be patient, guys. I don't really want to enter a trade, with about with more than 15 to 20 pips, really. That's why I'm patient to see what happens with this one. Patience is the name of the game in Forex. Patience is the name of the game. So let's watch this candle as well. In the meantime, we'll check other pairs. Right here. So let's watch this candle as well. I believe it's going to push up, but we want to be sure. Okay, so let's check this one. So this is where around where we'll be looking to sell the pound USD. We'll be looking to buy. Now I know some of you might jump in. Some of you who do trade, you might jump in this trade now. I mean, you won't necessarily be wrong. I'm just waiting for some more confirmation. If you were to jump, if I was to jump in here, I'll place my stop loss here, which is about 20 pips. I'll be looking to place my stop loss there if I was to buy now. But really, I mean, if I was to buy, I'll be buying anywhere around this box. Place my stop loss here. But let's wait for this candle to close. Let's see where we are at. Okay, in the meantime, let's check this one. Okay. This one is Euro Aussie dollar. Euro Aussie dollar. on the daily, so that's what you can see on the daily time frame, Euro Aussie dollar is pretty much ranging, so you want to be careful. It's got like a 240 pip range or so. On the 4-hour, let's see. Yeah, it is ranging. Now, even though it's ranging, it's a 240 pip or 250 pip range, which means you can still enter trades if you want, if you are scalping, but that's not what, I'm not too keen on that one. I'd rather go with the one that isn't ranging. Okay, let's come back to this one now. Okay, so we can see it's come back in here, which means it possibly could be a false break. We don't want to jump into a false break. That's why, guys, it's good to be patient. I've been doing this for over 12 years now, and I know, I mean, I can jump on a trade if I was taking on my own. If I was trading on my own, I could jump into a trade, knowing that I know how to manage it. But because obviously I'm trading live here, and after an hour or so, when I'm gone from the live stream, you are left on your own. For those who don't know how to trade, then it means that you might struggle. We don't want to take losing trades just for the sake of getting trades. So you know what to do, guys. If you are here, hit the like button for me. That surely does help me. It does encourage me. Hit the like button. It does allow YouTube also send it out to more people. And it does allow YouTube understand, or at least think that people appreciate the videos I'm putting out. So if you are there, hit the like button. If you hit it once, don't hit it second time. If you hit it second time, it means you're unliking it. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that one. We'll also keep an eye on pound USD. Okay, let's check gold actually. Okay, gold. So we can see what's happening with gold. Let's check the higher time frame. The US dollar has been quite strong, which means which means gold has been weak. Even as you can see here, gold has been pretty much in a downtrend for quite a while now. I mean, what date is that? Let's see. So at least from here, since March, we are now in October. So we see since March, gold has been going down. Yes, it's been pulling back, but continuing its slide down. That's because the US dollar has been weak. It's good to understand the correlation in trading, guys. You need to. One of the things you need to be a profitable trader, one of the things is to understand, correlation, how, price correlates with commodities and all that, how, a price, correlates with different things happening in different nations of the world. So gold has been pretty much on the down, well, heading south, as it were. So it's getting some kind of pullback now. I mean, there is no asset, whether currency or commodity or metals or energy, there is no asset that goes in one direction forever. They go up and down. I will seek to explain that, shortly. I know there are some of you here who are new to Forex. I will do my best, like I always do, to make things easy, to break things down. But obviously, those of you who are going to understand it better and be able to trade with us are those who are a bit more experienced. But talking of price going up and down, I usually say it does a zigzag. Let me just explain. Let's explain using a 1 hour time frame. So we see here, for instance, these are candlesticks, these green sticks, candlesticks, the green and the red, we call them candlesticks, and they represent price. So you see the price pushed up here, it came back down, which we call a pullback or a retracement. So it pushed up, an impulse move, a correction or retracement, another impulse move. So it's going down, up, down, up. That's the way it goes. It never goes continuously in a straight line. So anyway, I mean, I'm looking to start, I'm currently not taking any new members. I'm currently not taking on any new members for my Forex Academy, but I'll be looking to do that. I'll be looking to, take on some new members in some weeks' time. At the moment, I am, focusing on those with intermediate to advanced knowledge. But definitely, if you are part of my Telegram group, my Forex Telegram group, you would know when I start taking on, new students, when I start, enrolling again, or when I open the enrollment, as it were, for new students to come in. So what we are looking for today is to get at least one trade. Sometimes the one trade is just enough for the day. I took one trade yesterday, which I took on the live stream, and after that, I took another trade in late in the evening, which was my DAX trade. Obviously, that was not a day trade. Like I said, it was a swing trade, which I'm going to be in for some days, and hence, you could say I took just the one day trade yesterday. I am predominantly a day trader, but because of my time, I'm going to start doing more swing trading. So you can see we did well to avoid that entry. If it's going to continue up, eventually fine, but at least we did not get into this drawdown. If we entered there, we would have been a drawdown of 10 pips. Maybe that's nothing, but let's see. I'm just hoping that the price does not begin to consolidate here, because I want to jump in some trades and be done in at least by the next 2 hours. I know I'm done for the day. Isn't it wonderful when you can just jump into trades and the first 2 hours maximum you are done? Now this is Euro Aussie dollar. It seems to want to push up as well, but there is some sort of support resistance there. So we have to be mindful. Yeah, there is some resistance there in that area. Like I say, I believe USD CAD is still going to go up today. It's just we want to enter at the precise time when it's going to take off. Right. for those of you who are new, it is the case that for those who day trade. Now, day trading basically means you get in the trade and come out the same day. So you enter a trade and come out of the trade the same day. Whereas, with swing trading, it could be that you are in the trade for one day, depending on how quickly the price moves, or you could be in the trade for some days. What I tend to advise is that for those, depending on your lifestyle matters, as to what sort of trading you are going to engage in. Now, if it is the case that you have time, during the day, then you could day trade. Maybe wake up in the morning, at least maybe during the London session or New York session. Enter a trade and you close it within some hours by the end of the day, the close of the day, or before the end of the day. If you don't have that much time, maybe because you're studying, or because you got a regular job, you can't be watching your charts on the computer. So for that, you're better off being a swing trader, so that like I did yesterday with the DAX, you can enter some trades and and be done in some days, whereby you don't have to be monitoring the trade. By the way, let's check the DAX, or let's check the news if you like. Let's see what's in the news. Nothing really. Okay, so let's check the DAX, guys. Let's check the DAX. Since I do love the DAX. Okay. So like I said, I entered a buy yesterday in the DAX. Let's just do some. Let's have a look at it. I entered a buy yesterday. I entered a buy yesterday. Let's see. A bit of a drawdown there, but that's fine, because we don't expect the trade to go into immediate profit straight away all the time. So for this for this card JPY, let's look at the DAX first anyway. So for the DAX, we're basically looking at the price wanting to push up. If you notice something, guys, for those of you who know about trading, those who use you could draw a trend line there. So you can see it's pretty much, that's the daily time frame. So you can see where we are at. The price has broken the 50 now, but it's coming against the trend line. Is it going to hit that and come back down? We would soon find out. Let's just check some more. Okay. So even though we see on the daily time frame, it's as though the price was very close to the candlestick was very close to the trend line. Coming to the 15, you can see it seems very far away. So that's just the way it is. So let's come back to this one. So like I thought, it seems as though the price on USD CAD is going to be oscillating for some time. Oscillating basically meaning going up and down in pretty much the same zone. It's going to be oscillating, or there are a couple of terms for it. Some call it congestion, others call it consolidation. That's most likely going to be happening here for some time. I mean, what I tend to do, guys, obviously, I let you see where I think the price is going. After being here for 1 hour, it's pretty much baseless for me to just, stay on the computer watching the screen. We could be doing other things. So at least, the way what I tend to do, guys. I would most likely, post my trade ideas in the Telegram group. So keep an eye out, on the Telegram group, the Forex Telegram group, and I'll be most likely posting some trade ideas. I mean, at the moment, there is a bearish butterfly pattern, which means, the price is most likely going to be going down on pound USD. There is a bearish butterfly pattern, which I'll be looking to post, shortly after. There's a bearish butterfly pattern, which I'll be looking to post. So just keep an eye on the Forex Telegram, channel, and I would explain the way I'll be looking to trade it, where I'll be looking to enter the trade. I'll be posting that shortly after, maybe, at about before 9:30 UK time. I'll post that in the Telegram group. Right, yo. Now, this is gold. So we are most likely looking for a sell on gold. Round about here would have been a place to enter. If you are scalping, I would have entered for a sell around there. We would have cut this, but obviously we were not here on the live stream when this move happened. But we are still at an area now where it still seems like it wants to sell. Let's go to the 1 hour. Yeah, I mean, on the 4 hour, we see consolidating. You see, when the price is consolidating on a higher time frame, you want to be mindful of taking trades on the lower, because it might appear as though there's no distinct direction. Okay. Okay. So guys, what will be happening is, like I say, I mean, I'll be finishing the live. I'll be, closing the live stream in about 5 minutes or so, because nothing much is happening. But I'll be, posting my setup, my setup and trade ideas in the Telegram group. Now today, if I find a trade which I believe we can enter, I will also post it in the Telegram group. But let's just give it maybe 5 more minutes and see what happens. You don't want to force trades. If there's anything you don't want to do in Forex, is to force trades. Right, yo. You know what? Let's have a look at other pairs, just for the sake of it. Who knows? There might be some trade somewhere else. Okay, let's have a look. Let's try GJ. We know people love GJ. Look at that. It's been very choppy. The price has been very choppy on GJ. Oh, that's crazy. I mean, choppiness, basically has to do with the fact that, at least for the UK, we know now, the economy has been, kind of like, the market has not been very, sure about the economy. There's been some uncertainty, if you like, in the markets because of the way the economy is in the UK. And, combining that with GJ, with the Japanese yen, we know it was the case that, the yen has been weak for some weeks, has been very weak, and recently the Bank of Japan stepped in, to try and correct things. Hence, if you put that combination, if you have that combination of the pound and the yen, that explains why the market has been very choppy. Choppy as in swinging up and down, making it difficult for people to trade that pair. This is the 1 hour time frame. Now, looking at this now, though, we could be getting a sell on here. But again, like I say, I'll be posting it in the Telegram group if I find a trade to jump into. But it looks like we could be getting a sell on GJ. But for me, that's I would say that's pretty much for swing traders, because the stop loss will be quite wide. This is the daily time frame. Mm. You know, I mean, if the price pulls back slightly, you know, it could be good for a sell. Okay, so let's see which other pair we have here. The Nasdaq. That's the Nasdaq. No. So there's nothing here for me. So I mean, could it be this is breaking down? You know, this is the US card we are interested in today. Could it be it's breaking down? Not quite able to break the high here. Let's have a look again at the higher time frame. This is the daily time frame. I mean, to be honest with you, for me, the price has to break this, has to break below here, you know, before I would confidently enter a sell. Let's check the 4-hour. Yeah. Not convinced about this, guys. Not convinced about this. So you see what I mean? I mean, this has proven to be a false break, it seems. That's why I did not enter. You know, you want to be careful not to jump into trades and it goes against you. That could have been a false trade. False trade. Right here. So guys, you know, let's leave it here for today. I mean, I'll be back next week. You know, I'll let you know what days I'll be trading next week. But the good thing is I've done 2 days this week, which is an improvement. I have tended to have done just the one day a week, you know, for the last couple of weeks. Well, the last couple of times I traded, you know, but you know, my schedule is going to allow me do at least 2 days a week now. coming on live, to trade with you. Yes, it's some days you find a trade, other days you don't. Well, at least when I say you don't, during the live session, I mean, I personally, I'm sure I will be finding trades later on today, at least for myself, that I'll be scalping. But if I find a good trade, I'll post it in the Telegram group for you to take the trade. Now, I don't tend to post scalp setups, or trades in the Telegram group, because it's before you even type it out, it could be, the price could have moved, dramatically. So what I tend to post on Telegram tend to be trades you would have enough time to get into. So if I find a trade, I'll post. But like I did say a while ago, there is a pattern I've seen on pound USD, on the 4-hour time frame, which suggests that it's going to sell. It's a bearish pattern. That's a bearish butterfly pattern. By the time I post it today in the Telegram group, I should post it within the next 10 minutes. By the time I post it, you will see what I am looking at. So that is we are anticipating based on the pattern. The pattern, when you see harmonic patterns, it's good to know that they don't always play out, but at least you have the PRZ, where you potentially enter the trade. So what I tend to do is I usually would mark out where I'll be looking to enter the trade. And looking at this now, I would wait for this candle to close, and most likely, be selling, depending on how it closes. So if I was to enter, say I was to enter here, my stop loss would be somewhere around there, which would be anywhere between 60 to 70 pips or so, or 60 to 75 pip stop loss for a potential drop. So, like I say, this 4-hour candle closes in 1 hour. With my strategy, I usually wait for the candle to close. Before getting in. So this is the 4-hour time frame. This candle closes in about 53 minutes. I'll be looking to enter this trade depending on how it closes. And we're most likely going to be having to target. You can see it's a huge risk to a brilliant risk to reward. As you can see here, it's about 1 to 6, which is huge. I mean, obviously that would be a swing trade. It won't happen overnight. I mean, it might be a trade you could be in for some days into next week, but that's how I'll be looking to take this trade. That's how I'll be looking to take the trade. I would wait for the candle to close first. I'll wait for the candle to close and decide what to do with that one. I've not entered this trade yet, guys, so don't enter saying Francis said to enter this. So it's going to be a trade like this. I mean, that depends entirely on what happens in the next 50 minutes or so. So, okay, guys, let's call it a day, and I'll be back, on most likely I'll be back on Wednesday next week. Okay now, God bless.